Hello everyone. Sorry about that glitch. Welcome to another lesson. So in this lesson, we are going to be taking a look at the type of operator in JavaScript. You can use the JavaScript type of operator to find the type of a JavaScript variable. The type of operator returns the type of a variable or an expression. So we've talked about JavaScript data types, and then we've talked about some of these data type and even showed example in the previous lesson. But then when you are working with maybe a class or a variable type that you are not really sure of its type, you can use the type of operator in JavaScript to identify that. And this is how it works. So I'm not using the editor. Sorry. I'm just going to use this directly, my console. So I'll clear my console and then just make a simple variable city, Miami. And then if I want to understand the type of variable that this city is, just take a look. Can you see? So this is telling me that it is a string. So any variable you are working with that you do not understand the type it belongs to, you can always use the type of operator to understand or know the type of you know the type of data type that it belongs to. Const number equals to 5 plus 7. It's not only number, you can use it to get the value of an expression. So I put type of number. Just take a look. Even though it's an expression, yet it's still number. 5 it's a whole number, an integer, and 7 is a whole number. So JavaScript is telling me that this has a data type of number. I can as well do objects, cars, like I've been doing. I will use car and then double quotes. I do model. Sorry. Yeah, this way, model 2025, comma, brand, Toyota, and close it. Then I can do type of to understand what I'm trying to work with here. What is my types of car? You can see object because I have objects in my object declaration, and the same thing I can do for an array. Const cars, const city, array. Can do Miami, Florida, Valencia, New York, and then close this array. Okay. Oh, sorry. Unexpected string. Okay. Which means that something is wrong in my declaration. So I'll just remove this last one. And if I put type of city, check this out. You can see that the type is still showing me as an object. You know why? It's because I am using city for both. So let me just change this. I want to change the name to maybe something like location so that I'll be able to, show it in my browser. The location has already been declared, which means I've used it before. So I can do a fresh one, do const. Because it's a const, so it's not allowing me to do that with declaration. Const, that means use the name of, okay, close. Yeah. I do, I will do Chelsea, Arsenal. Use it. Type of clove. Clove, sorry, not clove. Cloves. Now, just take a look. What am I getting? I'm getting object, which means that JavaScript is actually treating, even though it's an array, it's treating it like an object. Do you know, if you remember from the previous lesson, when we talked about this part, you can see that arrays, this one and this first one, they look similar. So if we are take a look at this type in my browser, also log types of cars. Can you see? It's object. So which means that JavaScript is treating array like an object. So the value, so which means that arrays, object, and this data object, this last one that we'll take a look at in that previous lesson, they are all members of object prototype as a family. So even though it's an array, we call it an array, but JavaScript is saying the type of is is an object. And the reason why is because if you look at that data type that we discussed the other time, there was no place where an array stand on its own as a data type. So which means that array belongs under object as a data type in JavaScript. So these are the ways you understand what class or what type of data type your variable that you're working with in JavaScript code belongs to. Thank you. I'll see you in the next lesson.